Hi, Dave Johnston here with Day Trade the Markets. I placed some orders in here in the gold market here. Um, a short time ago, I put a buy limit in here and a buy limit in here and a buy stop here, thinking that the market had come down to a pretty good support area and has in the process of being rejected. Uh, so we just got filled on this one here. Waiting to see if we get filled here. I'm going to put a sell stop in down here for a couple of contracts in case it does dip and fill us on this lower entry. In the meantime, I'm going to leave this buy stop in here, see if it can continue to move higher and have a good trade out of this. So um, this is a 2-minute chart for the February gold. And today is Monday, December the 5th, 2016. So I'll pause the recording and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, now that the market's moved about $1 in our favor, I'm going to go ahead and place a sell stop one tick below that last dip, which was right here at 1162.60. So I'm going to put a sell stop for just one contract because we're only long one at 1162.50. So we'll put that in right there. Sell stop 1162.50. So we're just risking 2 ticks on this trade at the moment. Do have another buy limit in still down here, 1161.60, and then our sell stop down here. The sell stop, I need to change that just down to 1 because if we do get stopped out of this current trade, it could come down and fill us here at 61.60, and we'll just be long one contract. So therefore, I only want my stop for 1 there. So try to get another 2 in here. Should the market rally above 1164.50, 1164.60, or yeah, buy stops 1164.70 right here. So that's where we are at the moment, and I'll pause the recording and pick it up. Oh, looks like we might get filled here. Okay. Okay, we just got filled. So I'm going to cancel this buy limit down here and this buy stop here, if they'll let me. And I need to increase the sell stop to 3. There we go on that. So so we're long from 3, or we're long 3 contracts right now. Now I'm expecting that next target up there as high as 66.30. Let's see here, which is around about the high of this one in here, or that's 6. Yeah, that's that's at 65.90, so around $66. So we're long from 64. So I'm going to put an order in to sell 2 of these. Not all the way up there. Our average price now is at 1164. So I'm going to try and sell 2 at 1165.50. Sell 3. Okay, I need to change that to 2. So we'll change that to 2. So we now have an order in to sell 2 at 1165.50, and we have our protective sell stop down there at 1162.50, and we're long from 1164. So that looks pretty good. I'll just put in some markers here. Let's see, just thicken those up a little bit, and we can put one at the objective up here at 65.50. Put one at our entry here at average price of 64, and at our stop down here at 62.50. So we're all set up on that. Let's see if we can get a rally out of this. I'll go ahead and pause the recording and pick it up when needed, or as the market did. Okay, taking a look at our gold trade here. It did give us a bit of a dip here, and now is moving back up again, which is good to see. You can see it gave us a bit of a dip right here, and I just want to measure what the low of that is. I think it's 1163.50, it looks like. Yeah, 1163.50. So I'm going to raise the stop here to 1163.40, just a tick behind that. Yeah. So we are long, average price 1164, and our stop is now at 1163.40. So we have a 6 tick stop on this trade at this point. So, and I need to adjust my marker here to up to here. That's good. So once again, I'll pause the recording. Okay, just resume the recording here. It just filled us here on our first objective at 65.50. We had put in this arrow here as our next kind of target, so it's hit right onto that and is likely to back off a bit. So we got our 15 ticks on the first two contracts. We're long 3 contracts, so I'm going to make the adjustment on the stop here. Down to 1 contract. Okay, and I'm going to raise it up to break even right at 64, 1164. I've got to raise that one more tick. 1164, there we go. And I'll put the marker over in here. So that's the gold trade so far. So hopefully it'll continue to give us a rally here. If it can move above this arrow that I have, this horizontal arrow I have up here, just a tick below 1166, where it just reached, which is the top of this magenta bar, a natural area of resistance. Obviously, if it can move above that, we could have a nice leg higher. So we've got 1 contract still remaining on this. So we'll just let this. We're just going to use a trailing stop on this, and I'll make adjustments as it moves. Now we just had this other. We had a green bar here and a green bar here. The low of this recent green bar is at 64.5, so I think I'm going to raise the stop to 64.40. Okay, just below that green bar. Locked in 4 ticks on the final of these 3 contracts here. So we'll just keep monitoring this, and I'll pause the recording and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, just got stopped out on our final contract here on the this gold trade. Just a 4 tick profit here. We were long over here from 64 even. We got stopped out at 64.40, so just 4 ticks on that final contract of the 3. We were filled up here for plus 15 ticks on each of the first 2 contracts, so 30 plus 4, so 34 ticks on that. We knew that there was some resistance up in this area. Had this horizontal arrow showing here at the top of this first magenta, so we knew that there was tough area of resistance, which is why we got out of one of them just prior to that, thinking that if it did break through, we were on board, but it did give the pullback and we're stopped out. So just a small profit on that final contract. So anyway, there's a trade in the gold market. It's been a pretty down market, so this was a bit of a tenuous trade getting in the opposite direction, sort of one of those conflict situations where we're buying it in the daytime frame, but we know that the intraday auction is down, but sometimes those trades can work out really well. This one worked out pretty good. Would have been nice if it had continued higher, obviously it didn't, but still had a nice profit on the trade. So hope you enjoyed that, and better still, I hope you learned something from it. So it's Dave Johnston with Day Trade the Markets. Thanks for watching. This trade was on Monday, December the 5th, 2016, in the Feb gold contract. So any information, or if you want to contact us, you can reach us at info@daytradethemarkets.com. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.